What's up, guys? It's Professor Gnome, and today we're going to be looking at Wugtrio and doing a little bit of a control style deck. And we're going to be comboing that with Spidops EX and its trap territory ability, thanks to the fact that it adds 1 retreat cost to whatever in our opponent's active. And so we can use that, trap something in front, and then use Undersea Tunnel in order to flip 3 coins. And for each hedge, we're going to discard the top 3 cards of our opponent's deck, up to 9 cards in total if we get kind of lucky. And so what we're really going to be doing is using Mimikyu to block and stall our opponent out. We're going to be using Bidoof in order to refill our hands. And then what the main objective is that as soon as any of our cards get knocked out, Reversal Energy will take in and, fill up all the energy requirements that we need. We can combo it alongside Misfortune Sisters to be able to take out key item cards from our opponent. And also utilize Iono because we're never taking prize cards in this deck. And the goal is just to deck out our opponent. So every time we redraw with Iono, we're going to get a full 6 cards, but our opponent will continue to get less and less, putting more cards in their deck for us to be able to discard and manipulate. And also, thanks to the fact that we're never taking prize cards, we're going to always be behind if they have any chance of winning. And so we run 4 counter catchers in order to always pick what's in the active in order to trap it with Spidops. And most decks only run maybe 1 switch, 1 escape rope, maybe 2 switch, 1 escape rope, somewhere in that combination. So they really can't outpace how many times you're going to be able to counter catcher them. And even in the early game, I run 1 boss just to make sure that if they're trying to kind of stall and set up a position, then we're able to boss his orders and get things going as well, just to kind of put ourselves in a stronger position. And yeah, that's mostly the deck. The only other card I thought about running was Echoing Horn, but I wasn't sure. It didn't really do super well in testing, but maybe that's just, how I was using it or just not in the right scenarios to be able to use it. But I feel like it could be really good, so I could see maybe cutting the Avery potentially, or cutting the boss or like 1 other card to be able to run that. But outside of that, definitely let me know what you think of the deck, guys. Let me know how you would run it. And any changes that you would make, and I'll see you guys in the game. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and peace out. See you in game 1. Alright, we're into the first game. We're going to be going first. This setup isn't all that bad. It's obviously not great, but we have the Ultra Balls to work with. We have Jet Energies to get our Tarountula out of the active. I think that's how you're supposed to say it, right? Tarountula? Tarountula? Something like that. We're going to VIP Pass here. Mimikyu is actually not going to really be as beneficial in this deck. And Tarountula is not really going to be either. Lost Zone is probably one of your harder matchups to deal with. Specifically because of the fact that they play so many switch cards. Like Escape Rope, regular switch cart, all that kind of stuff in order to rotate the comb phase around. But they also draw a ton of cards, which is nice to be able to manipulate with Iono. Yeah, like there's the Escape Rope. We'll put Wiglett into the active. I don't think we're at threat of it getting knocked out on this turn. And if we get a little lucky, we might be able to kind of get it set up a bit. But they discard a lot of their... Ooh. Sobbles. That's interesting. So it's not a conventional, deck by any means. We'll throw on the Jet Energy for now. And then what we'll do is we'll get rid of 1 Jet Energy, 1 Ultra Ball. And grab ourselves a Bibarel. Draw ourselves a couple more cards. The Avery's kind of cool. But I think we just Iono for now. We'll hold on to the Avery so that way we can remove, stuff on their bench later. We can set up a second Bidoof for now, I think is going to be the play. And we'll drop the Artazon Do we want another Tarountula? I don't think it's gonna matter. I think we'll actually play the Manaphy down. I don't think that they'll really have anything that Manaphy is gonna be super great against. I don't really remember what these, like, what, Inteleon, like, the normal Inteleon does. But if I had to guess, I assume it has to do something, like it has some sort of spread attack. So we'll play Manaphy down just to play it safe. Really what we're looking for on our next turn is the Wugtrio and the double turbo energy. The escape rope is fine. We'll just go into Wiglett. There's the other Comfey. If we can find, you know, a switch of our own or something like that, that also works too. But again, we'll be able to Iono here. We'll be able to Iono here, just reset their hand. There's another Sobble. I like Sobble a lot. I think Sobble's pretty cute. There's Cramorant. Cramorant's going to be kind of an issue. But since it is knocking us out, that actually kind of works in our favor. Since that way we'll be able to start using reversal energies and counter catchers and things like that. So there's Spidops. We can evolve here. Grab ourselves one more Wiglett. Place that down. Then we'll use one Bibarel to draw now. See if we can get ourselves into like a double turbo or something. We could not, but we can counter catcher and go into a Sobble. Then from here we Iono because I just want to cut their hand down a little bit. And also give us an opportunity to find what we did find, which was an Ultra Ball and a double turbo. We'll get rid of the Nest Ball and the Avery for now. Do I want to get rid of the Avery? I feel like I have to. I don't know if it's the best choice to make, but I think it's the choice I have to make right now. I could get rid of the counter catcher, but I want to be able to like keep manipulating my opponent's board. I could get rid of the reversal energy, but I don't really want to do that for the eventuality of when this Wugtrio gets knocked out. I want to keep both of these options for my next turn. So we'll draw with our other Bibarel and start flipping coins. Okay, only one out of three, but that's, you know, okay. We got rid of a Clara, a Sableye, and another Drizzle. On our next turn, what we're probably going to do is look for a point. I have no idea how to say her name. But we'll just do this, just get ourselves some cards from our prize cards. We can throw the Spidops and the other Wiglett into our prizes. We probably won't need it. And we're still in a pretty good position, all things considered. The fire energy, interesting. They're still going to need a second energy in order to, you know, get us out of the game, like get out of the active. So we'll do 2, 4, and 6. Why not? All evens. We'll get rid of the Spidops. We'll get rid of the Lost Vacuum. Probably not going to need that. And we'll get rid of the Super Rod for now. We have another one anyway. And we can always Pal Pad that back in if we're, like, searching for it. So we got our other Wugtrio. So that's set up. We'll hold on to the reversal energy for now. And, actually, it doesn't really matter. It's always going to be active regardless. So we'll draw ourselves 2 more energy. Or 2 more cards, rather. We can set up a new Wugtrio if we have to. And we'll just start flipping. So that's better odds this time. 6 cards. That's pretty big. We got rid of 2 Inteleon. What does this do anyway? Once per turn, you place 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not good. I don't think that's very good. Like, what is it? What are they attacking with? That, like, they need to fix those damage numbers. Unless they're just going for, like, a purely solo build where, like, you attack with Cramorant in order to, like, you attack with Cramorant and then you use your Inteleons to fix the damage numbers. That could be, you know, potentially the option here. So what we're going to do is we'll just counter catcher up the Sobble again, force them to have a rare candy to be able to, like, put damage down onto the board. We can throw the double turbo down onto the Wiglett just because there's really no reason not to. We'll draw ourselves a couple cards with Barrel, see if there's something we want. And I think what we do is we actually miss Fortune Sister here. Perfect. We got rid of the Switch cart and the Level Ball. Get rid of those, and now we can Undersea Tunnel. Coming up massive with 3 heads. Put them down to 5 cards left. I don't really see what the benefit of this deck is, I'm going to be honest. I feel like this is a really, really weak build. I can't tell what the energy would be for either. Like, is there a card I'm missing? Because they run Psychic. We'll put our Wiglett into the active. They run Psychic and Fire Energy, but I'm really not sure what that's, like, going to do for them. We'll throw the double turbo down because it really doesn't matter at this point. And we can go ahead and Artazon. Okay. I thought we had more Wigletts, but I didn't realize that we do not. So we'll do 2 and 1. Throw those into the deck. I should have done that first before Artazon. But it doesn't really matter. And then what we can do is we can just loop the same play. You know, counter catch them up. And then we could Iono here, but I really don't want to. Because if we hit double heads, then we just win. And if we Iono here, then we just give them cards to work with. Yeah, perfect. Get rid of everything else in the game, pass the turn, and win. So just as easy as that. Though their deck was not very good, if I'm being honest. Not a build I would personally run or try, but, you know, to each their own. Maybe they're trying something out, they're testing something fun, and, you know, more power to them. Shout out to that. So we'll go into the next game, hopefully find something a little bit more competitive, to kind of showcase how good this deck can be, because that was a little bit easy, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see it in game 2. Alright, we're into the next game. Our opponent's going to be going first. We're mulliganing away this hand. So we're going to be going second on this turn. Going second is a little bit worse than going first. Just because it gives your like your opponent an opportunity to set up much easier, and kind of, at least for me, I prefer to be able... Ooh, this is not super ideal, if I'm being honest. At least for me, I like to be able to kind of set up my basics. Oh, this is about to be horrible. Man, the whole point of this deck is that, you know, I want to be able to trap things in the active, but 2 games in a row now have been decks that only play like 9 Switch cards. Town Store, that doesn't help me, but I can bump it with Artazon, so that's fine. Yeah, there's the Future Booster. Yeah, this is about to be real bad. Real bad. This is also why I would have liked to have gone first. So if they have any other switch card, I just straight up lose. Pretty unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so they have it because they're just going to Metacham to like an escape rope or something. Or just like another switch card or whatever they decide to choose. Alright, well that was an underwhelming game too. Wiglett, no! You were the chosen one. Oh well. Alright, well. Certainly doing a game 3. That was severely underwhelming. But that's kind of the, the risk you play. Even if I had another basic, I don't really think I was getting out of that situation. Even if I had a great hand, I think I was probably boned in that matchup. Just kind of, that's doomsday situation, I think. But yeah, we'll go into game 3, and see what we're able to do in that one. Alright, we're into the next game. We won the coin flip. We got ourselves a pretty decent hand here, so that's exciting. We'll put this into the active. We'll play down Bidoof, and we'll see what our matchup is. We see the dragon sleeves. Come on. Alright, so 3 games in a row. We're going against something with a ton of switch cards, which is going to make our gameplay a little bit harder to do, but it's no problem. That's why we play the game. That's why we make things happen. We're going to Nest Ball ourselves out in extra... I don't really even know what we'll want. We'll get ourselves an extra Tarountula. I don't think it really matters. We already have the switch in hand, but we're probably safe anyway, so we'll go Jet Energy here and hope to draw into what's it called? Hope to draw into like an Ultra Ball maybe, or an Iono, or something that we'll be able to draw with and get ourselves, a bit more into the game. If it really comes down to it, we'll have to dig a little and discard the top card, hopefully. Man, my luck on the ladder today. At least it's not Giratina V-Star. That's pretty cool, I think, for me. And I will say the one thing with dealing with the Lost Zone matchups. Oh no, this is actually worse than Giratina V-Star because they're going to be able to use Radiant Greninja. I need Manaphy now, like objectively. And they're going to be able to get into Cramorant. No. Everything's going so wrong. Oh, there's another switch. Oh, and Palkia V. Alright, well, my reversal energy's turned on, so that's something. We'll put that into the active, see what we draw. Oh, there's an Iono. That's something. I don't think we can go... Alright. We lose kind of if we don't, so we have to kind of make a big risk play here. Go Wiglett, Iono, hope for an evolution and a... Damn. Alright, so that didn't exactly work the way we wanted. So we're going to counter catcher up Palkia. Lay down the Artazon. Artazon into... I have to go Manaphy here. But not because I want to. Because I'd really prefer to not. We're going to dig a little. Alright, Wiglett. Oh, that's... Come on! That's the worst thing that could happen. Please just be stuck. Please just be stuck. Please just be stuck. Don't have a switch card. Just be stuck. Be stuck and don't draw into Palkia V-Star. No! Wait, that's okay. I mean, it's not good, but it's okay. Please still be stuck. Let me Iono on the next turn. With my Wiglett safe. Please. He's a hero. He's just a good little worm. Every second that ticks by is so, like, stress-inducing. Oh my god. It's happening. Alright, I unfortunately have to... Ooh, wait. We know they're stuck. So should I Avery here, force them to discard a card, use that to Ultra Ball, find myself Wugtrio? Alright, we're getting greedy. Oh my god. Everything's coming up me right now. Wugtrio, you can do it. Got rid of the Comfey. Okay. Wugtrio on the board. We get rid of the Super Rod and the Jet Energy. Grab ourselves Bibarel. I'd really love another Wiglett on board right now. The reversal energy doesn't really help me, but it's fine. I can try to stall with like Mimikyu or something. Undersea Tunnel. Huge. 6 more cards down. Get rid of their switch cards. 1 switch card. Awesome. So that's 4 switch cards down. We can Iono on the next turn. There's a flower selecting. What did they get rid of? Ooh, that's actually... What is that? 3 switch down? 4 switch? 1, 2, 3 switch down to cart. Okay, that's pretty good. Which means, statistically speaking, they probably have to escape rope. And if they do, we can put up this dumb Tarountula and let that get knocked out. Because I really don't want that on my board. I probably shouldn't have put it down in the first place. They're kind of milling themselves here, though. There's the Palkia V-Star. It's really not an issue, though, because if they V-Star power for 3 energy, this still is going to take 2 to remove. Alright, we put up... Yeah, we put up Mimikyu here. Force them to have to... Like... They're going to have to, like, boss up the Mimikyu or something. Or, not the Mimikyu, sorry, the Manaphy. There's Sableye. Energy onto Sableye. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a problem, but almost not really. Alright, so we're going to go back into Wugtrio here. Alright, so we're back into Wugtrio, right? And we draw. What we do is we Artazon here. Get ourselves a new Wiglett. We can put the reversal energy onto Wiglett. Then we can Iono here. Limit their hand. The odds of us getting into Counter Catcher were very good. That's why we went for it. Now we can Counter Catcher. Pull back up another Comfey. Lock that in. And then what we can do is we can Ultra Ball Get rid of the Artazon and the Nest Ball, because we're not going to need those anymore. Grab ourselves the next Wugtrio. Place, can't place that yet. We'll place that on the next turn. But then what we can do is on our next turn, we'll Misfortune Sister. Ultra Ball, put the EX down. Massive. So that's 9 cards, getting rid of triple escape rope, or sorry, double escape rope and double boss. The Mirage Gate's kind of cool too, but the double escape rope is really what's gonna matter the most, because we're just trying to keep. Let's go! They didn't have a switch option. Oh my god. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, we worked it out, boys. We brought it back. All right, that felt so good, actually, to be able to go through 3 in it. Well, I didn't win 3 in a row, but the fact that we went 3 games in a row against really bad matchups and won 2 out of the 3 makes me feel really, really good, actually. Kind of crazy that these are the matchups I ran into on the ladder, like one after another, but you know, that is just what it is. Lost Zone's pretty popular, but see, like, even in your worst matchup, like, it's winnable. You just kind of have to pace it out, and I didn't even play the most optimally. Admittedly, they were playing maybe suboptimal Lost Zone variants, but you know, you can't always control what your opponent plays. Just watch out for Iron Valiant, because there's nothing you can do. I don't think you can outplay Iron Valiant like Entei builds or Iron Valiant style builds. There's there's very, very little that you'll be able to do in a situation like that. But outside of that, that's going to be the games, guys. Definitely let me know what you think. Definitely let me know how you would play the deck, or you know, if you know a way to play around that Iron Valiant matchup, because I feel like there's no shot. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Much appreciated. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.